All right, the first pick that they get a
pressure's
chance
on.
to watch is the man we just saw the music video for, Geno Smith, coming off that fantastic game in New Orleans. Are we starting him against the Cardinals?
I had him as a sit last week, and he proved me very wrong, so I'm not going to doubt Geno again. I'm starting Geno Smith. I mean, he just went out and had a huge game against the Saints. Now he gets a much better matchup. Geno has 18 fantasy points in 3 straight, and he's top 24 in his last 2 games. He is 3rd in the NFL in yards per attempt and has the most multiple passing touchdown games this season. The Cardinals defense has struggled against the pass. Geno Smith, not just a start, a strong start, I think.
There we go, one by one. Geno Smith just changing doubters' minds as the season goes on. Let's go to Russell Wilson, a start against the Chargers. Mike.
You would think, because, they gave up on Russ to get Geno Smith, but he is I was showing off in rehearsal. He's a sit. He is a sit this week. Russell Wilson has been playing pretty bad football right now. He's struggling. And last week, we saw him put up single-digit fantasy points. He has done that now in 2 of his last 3 games, and he hasn't topped 11 in 3 of his last 4. He has just 4 touchdown passes this season, which means Geno Smith has more passes in just 2 games. He had a shoulder injection last week. I wouldn't drop Russ, but I'm holding him until we see better results.
All right, so Russ is a sit. And Geno's played better than a lot of people, including this guy. Yeah. But Daniel Jones played great in London. Are we starting him against Baltimore?
I'm going to start Daniel Jones, but with the caveat. Like, he's not a must-start option or anything like this, but with the buys and struggling quarterbacks, I think that Daniel Jones is a very strong streaming option. Adam Rank is shocked right now. But Daniel Jones is a top 15 quarterback on the season so far, and the Ravens have allowed the 4th most fantasy points to quarterbacks. Daniel Jones also adds points with his legs, having at least 20 rushing yards in every game this year. Again, he's more of a streaming option if you have a quarterback on bye or if you're sick of starting like Matthew Stafford.
There's a guy in a casino right now who's like, I'm going to bet red right now because it's due. That's the same kind of logic.
What's a casino?
Oh, yeah. The things that sponsor all our games, but we can't go into.
On that note, we'll go to some wide receivers because the Bucs offense has been kind of a disappointment. Are we starting Chris Godwin against Pittsburgh?
I had him as a start last week. He didn't have as big of a game as I hoped, but I'm going back for more this week and starting Chris Godwin against the Steelers. Look, last week I think was just the fact that the Bucs had a huge lead. They were playing with a multiple score lead throughout, so Godwin didn't see the field a whole lot in the second half, but he has still scored at least 12 fantasy points in 2 straight, and we know there's a lot more upside here as he starts to get healthy, and this could be his first big game because the Steelers have allowed the most fantasy points to wide receivers and were just torched last week by the position.
All right, we will go to a guy who didn't finish the game. It was the same game healthy, and that's Drake London. Some injury concerns there with his ankle. He's playing the 49ers this week. What does that equal?
This one hurts my heart because I love Drake London coming into the season, but I have him as a sit this week. And it's not really a Drake London thing. It's more like an Arthur Smith and the Atlanta Falcons type thing. But right now, Arthur Smith is on this weird conquest to win games without using his best playmakers, which hurts Drake London and Kyle Pitts' fantasy value. So until Arthur Smith decides to start throwing his best players the ball, I think we have to take a wait-and-see approach. And then you mentioned it. The 49ers defense has been so tough against everyone, but especially receivers.
All right, let's pick it back up because we got another rookie in Garrett Wilson. He's playing the Packers. Are we starting Garrett Wilson?
He looked like a must-start early on in the season, but this week, I think we are sitting Garrett Wilson, unfortunately, because since Zach Wilson has returned, he has hard eyes for Corey Davis right now, and Garrett Wilson has just a 19% target share, 13% air yard share in the 2 games with Zach Wilson, who is really spreading the ball out a lot, and the Packers are a pretty tough defense, so there's a lot not to like for Garrett Wilson this week.
Yeah, Mike, as you mentioned, Zach Wilson comes in, and Garrett Wilson, who was on this trajectory, starts to go on the other trajectory. But right now, we want to find out some guys who are doing the opposite. So let's get back over to Marcus and Adam. A.J. Dillon against the Jets.
We worked in Manitoba together.
I think you sit A.J. Dillon this week. If I could talk. The button worked for me last time. I don't know. He's a sit. But A.J. Dillon, pretend this became red right now because we are going to sit him. There we go. We're going to sit him this week because things have been going from bad to worse for A.J. Dillon. He bottomed out last week as he played just 31% of the snaps with 6 carries and no targets. They were all season lows. He's at single-digit fantasy points in 4 straight weeks. Not someone you want to get in your starting lineup, but still not someone I think you can drop.
Okay, so don't freak out. Just not this week, not the week for A.J. Dillon. We'll leave A.J. Dillon and go to Melvin Gordon. It's a Melvin Gordon revenge game. You have to do this, Mike. You have to do it.
You have to.
We are starting Melgo in his revenge game this week against the Chargers. Melgo is a thing. Marcus said he saw other people saying it. So it's on right now. It is spreading. But Melvin Gordon is a start because last week without Javonte Williams, he played 56% of the snaps, had 15 carries and 3 targets going for over 100 yards. I think he's going to remain heavily involved as the Chargers allow the most fantasy points and touchdowns to running backs. And we already said it's a revenge game for him, so fire him up.
So many reasons to feel good about Melvin Gordon. Yesterday on the show, Cynthia Freeland cooled the expectations because Damian Harris injury news had everybody getting Ramondre. Are you starting him?
I never like to disagree with Cynthia because she's way smarter than me, but I think that this is a start. Ramondre Stevenson. I feel great about getting him.
Steven season.
It's a thing. It's catching on. Stevenson seasonson. He had 27 touches for 175 yards last week. He was already handling the pass game work there, so even if the Patriots fall behind, I don't think you have to worry about him not becoming a big part of the offense. And then the Browns have just struggled against running backs, allowing the 4th most fantasy points to the position. This could just become a run fest between these two teams.
Okay, good game for Ramondre. And Cynthia's projection wasn't bad. She just said, hey, it's not going to be what it was against the Lions. Cynthia has a lot of affinity for the Lions. Go to the tight end. Last week was Taysom Hill week. Are we doing this again? Give it to us.
Come on, we're starting Taysom Hill. How can we be sitting Taysom Hill right now?
You have Mark Andrews like King Bo 34.
Yeah, okay. You have the best tight end.
If you have Andrews or Kelsey, you're gonna sit Taysom Hill. But last week, the only people to score more, not even Travis Kelsey, who had 4 touchdowns. The only people to score more fantasy points than him were Josh Allen, Austin Eckler, and Leonard Fournette. That's it. And yeah, I know you might start him and he might get you 2 points or less, but when we're talking about streaming tight ends, none of them bring a safe floor and none bring a ceiling as high as Taysom Hill. So I think you just ride it out for the big weeks.
Yeah, just deal with it. You'll get 40 points in week 9 and feel good about it. Rank has been lamenting Dalton Schultz for the past few weeks. A lot of people made a lot of investments. Is this the week? Dalton Schultz back in the starts.
I wish, but unfortunately, this is still a week to sit Dalton Schultz. First, he's dealing with a knee injury. We have to make sure he's good to go, but it looks like he's going to suit up this week. Dalton Schultz has more targets in one game with Dak than he does in all of the games with Cooper Rush, which is not a good thing. He is averaging less than 1 fantasy points per game right now with Cooper Rush. He has more targets, I already said that, and then he has no catches in 2 straight games. It's such low upside. I'd play Taysom Hill over him this week.
Yes, a lot of folks would. Get well soon, Dalton, and also maybe Dak will come back. He'll have more success.